An explanation of silk wheeling exercises, both standing and seated, and in application. The whole body consists of a network of internal and external energy channels, both of which become apparent when a person moves. One channel runs from the front of the left hand through to the back of the right hand, then wraps around the front of the right hand and returns to the back of the left hand in a rotating flow, opening shun and then to close he, or to accumulate the energy at the lower dantian. Another channel accumulates energy from the inner left side of the body and the back of the right side. There is also a channel through which energy returns to be accumulated at the back. All the energy channels function optimally when specific postures and bodily movements are performed naturally and smoothly. When the hand chi flows from the heel to the big toe, thereby closing the loop and gathering energy, you can take a firm stance. Meanwhile, intrinsic force produced in the mind-heart enters one's bones and fills the skin, coalescing the body into a singular stream of power. This intrinsic force is the chi that comes out of the mind-heart. Most importantly, the actions of silk wheeling heal the body. It heals the most important organ to ensure longevity. This organ is the kidney. Where there is suppleness and flow, there is a fuller potential of energy. Silk wheeling facilitates this when one can organize and apply, and execute the Six Harmonies. The connections of hips and shoulders, then elbows and knees, and then wrists and ankles, to work in a kinetic chain that distinguishes the hips from the waist. The regimens are to be performed sitting and standing, but to separate movements in the waist from the hips, sitting is preferred. Silk wheel the bomb end when standing or sitting, with sitting silk wheeling emphasized. Perform the actions bilaterally. Ensure you perform the motions until your breathing is even to the point that there is a stilling quality to it. Perform the Shi Xing or 7 stars while silk wheeling. You will become like a bamboo tree, a whipping pole. The application of standing and seated silk wheeling requires a skillfully executed kinetic, cognitive, and affect behavior that follow the Six Harmonies. There is great health benefit to such skill. There is great martial presentation in this skill, especially when one has mastered the confounding round song. One should apply, at a minimum, the Liu Men or 6 gates when one applies the Ji Xing 7 stars and also includes the defenses. These postures are important in performing standing or seated silk wheeling. The execution of these skills demonstrate a fuller and more powerful modal behavior vitality. The 8 paths meditation method is for dynamic moving postures, such as the ones we see in stilling and moving meditations with the silk wheeling method. This is the way it's done. Inhale, lift the essence up the spine from the perineum to the top of the head. Exhale, sink essence down the front of the body and return it to the perineum. This affects the governor and conception vessels. Inhale, lift the essence up the spine, divide at the belt, then 2 streams rise to the shoulders. Exhale, sink the essence down the outer arms along the middle fingers to the palms. Inhale, lift the essence up the inner arms onto each side of the chest. Exhale, sink the essence down across the nipples, join at the waist, and return to perineum. Inhale, lift essence up into the central channel to the solar plexus. Exhale, drop essence back to the perineum. Divide down front to the legs, to middle toes and soles. Inhale, raise essence via rear of the legs, join at the perineum, then rise in central channel to navel. Exhale, return the essence to its base in the perineum, completing 1 round for 5 breaths. Master Wu Menzia in his book, Annotations on the 9 songs and 81 postures of Yang Family Tai Chi Chuan, discusses this method in his treatise. He also discusses it in the Paul Brennan, Marcus Brickman translations of Tai Chi Boxing. Grandmaster Xin Chen provides a basic diagram in his book, Illustrated Explanations of Chen Family Tai Chi Chuan. These books should be studied with great vigor.
Okay.